Hello guys, and welcome to the first episode of Let's Play Total War Rome 2 as Egypt. Okay, so this is going to be my second campaign in Total War Rome 2. The first one I played was as Epirus, although I decided to end that because it got kind of boring. And I wanted to try something different, but not something too different. And that's why I decided to do Egypt. So if we go into a new campaign here, so this was the faction I previously played as. I played as Epirus, which is basically just a very generic Greek faction with very little variation when it comes to units. In general, kind of boring. But I do like Greek units and Greek units and that kind of stuff in general. So I still wanted to play as a Greek faction. And that's where Egypt comes into play. They are in successor kingdoms, and that's sort of the core thing here. Because, I mean, normally you don't, when you think about Egypt, you don't think about Greeks. But I guess a lot of people already know this, but at this point in time, the Egyptians were ruled by Greeks. Basically, Egypt at this point is just one of the successor kingdoms after the empire of Alexander broke into several smaller empires or kingdoms or whatever. And Egypt was one of them. I guess they call it Ptolemaic Egypt. I don't perfectly know how you pronounce or say the first word there, but I believe that was like a one of the generals of Alexander who took power down here in Egypt. So that's basically who we're going to be playing as. So I think this time around I'm going to try and increase the difficulty of the game up to hard. I'm not sure if that's the best idea or not. The previous campaign I played at medium, and I felt like at certain points that got a little bit easy, so I thought that this might be interesting to try and increase the difficulty a little bit, to create a little bit more of a challenge for myself, especially when I'm playing as Egypt, as they start out with quite a lot of territory. And although it says their initial challenge is only normal compared to like the easiness of the Romans, but still. I guess having a lot of territory is not only positive. You have a lot of more flanks you have to defend, such as the southern flank. You have to defend from Africans down here and people over there. But enough talking. Let's take a quick look at the victory conditions. So we have several victory conditions. I mean, I guess these aren't too important right now. It's going to depend on how we actually go forth in the campaign, depending on what I will aim for. But I'm going to sort of give you guys a little bit of warning before I get into this. I'm just going to say that there's quite a good chance that I might never achieve these things, because I personally find that owning this many provinces, or in general achieving all these goals here are quite there's quite a lot of goals you have to complete, and I feel like that's going to take forever. So I mean, and so far I haven't figured out how to I haven't found any sort of short campaign option. So I think there is only one campaign length in this Total War, that is. So I guess I'm just gonna have to make up my own little short campaign if you want, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see how this goes and how fun it is. I'm really looking forward to this. I've actually been playing a couple of battles as Egypt in multiplayer just to get used to them, and so far I'm really liking their units. But I'll get more into that once I get into the game. Battle limit. I like to have a little bit of a battle limit just in case of any bugs happening in the battles. Show AI moves. That's fine. Check the victory condition, difficulty. Yep, this all seems like it is nice, so how about we just start? So there we go. I believe that is Cleopatra. That's the only thing that can make sense anyways, which is of course one of the which was the ruler of Greek Egypt, or Ptolemaic. Fuck, I should have just written that down beforehand, but oh well. Let's just listen. I'm just gonna be silent now.
Cyrenaica have deigned to declare their independence and must be brought to heel. Cyprus remains true, but is at risk from invasion, as are your eastern possessions. The Seleucid Empire is a particular threat, a sprawling successor kingdom desperate to maintain power by whatever means possible. An alliance with Nabatea may help to keep them in check. Maintain trade relations with the Greek states, and beware of Macedonian treachery, as they too may seek to gain control of Alexander's former empire. Egypt shall be victorious.
Okay, that's a nice little intro there, I guess. So we first have an objective issued here. We need to control 3 provinces. And that should be okay. I don't think that's too difficult. Okay, so one thing I kind of forgot to talk a little bit about was sort of the faction bonuses or disadvantages you get as Egypt, which is kind of embarrassing because that's kind of important. I don't know if you can see that anywhere. Stats, no. No, to be honest, oh, that's there. Here we go. Ptolemy. Fuck. God damn it, why did I choose the faction with the difficult dynasty name? Oh well, that's just how things are, I guess. Here we go. Here we can see them. So we have successor kingdoms, which gives us morale for our units when we're fighting other Greek states, which is very good because a lot of the states in this game are Greek, or Hellenic, I should call them, because that's the more because we are strictly speaking not Greek, we are Macedonian, or we are a lovely little mixture of Macedonian and Greek. No, fuck. Macedonian and Egyptian. Herpaderp. Ptolemaic Kingdom of Egypt. So we get more experience for our boats. That's pretty cool, I guess. And we gain more research rates. Although one major disadvantage is the fact that we gain a public order penalty because of the presence of foreign cultures. This is basically to represent how the political situation in Egypt was at this point in time. If we go into details here, yeah. I guess there's quite a lot of Hellenic culture actually, and Desert Nomadic. I guess that's basically to represent the Egyptians. But let's take a look at some of the other, yeah, 85%, wow. It's pretty much 85% Hellenic in all of these places. Wow, I didn't really expect that, because historically that wasn't necessarily true. Yeah, 88 Hellenic. What? 100% Hellenic, holy shit. That's not my city though, so that kind of makes sense. Petra. Yeah, look at that, nomadic, huh? I really, I didn't expect that, because I mean historically, basically what happened in Egypt was that once the Greeks sort of took control over Egypt, or the Macedonians, I should say, they basically how the society was organized was that they had like this Macedonian or / Greek elite that basically ruled all the Egyptians. So it's sort of a minority rule. So uprisings were frequent, and yeah, so you kind of had this like elite Greek / Macedonian upper class, and then the Egyptians were kind of on the bottom. That's basically what I could gather from reading a little bit about the history of this place, because that's just how I do. Okay. So that's something, a little bit of information there, but it seems like this shouldn't be too much of a problem. What kind of penalties do we get? So the public order is going down. Slaves, cultural differences only only gives us -3%, so it's really quite nice, or we don't have that much of a penalty actually. Okay, let's take a look at this map mode. Okay, so this gives us a general overview over our city, or over our territories. We own 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 regions, I believe, or, yep. 5 cities. That's probably one of the biggest, or that's probably, I guess Egypt is one of those factions that start out the biggest. But that's fine, I guess. You have a lot of fronts to defend, so it's not only good. We have 2 armies, I believe, 1 navy, 2 armies. So that's good, I guess. It's kind of not very nice, the fact that we don't own any, we don't have any armies here in the south, which is going to leave these southern provinces it's going to make them very vulnerable to attack. So that's something. Other than that, let's go into the diplomatic situation. So we have 1 vassal, or satrapy, whatever you want to call it. I'm just going to call it vassal because that's what I'm used to, and it basically is the same thing, I guess. I think, anyways. And that's Cyprus, controlling, of course, Cyprus and a little bit of Cilicia. And then we are currently at war with Cyrenaica, which used to be a vassal of ours, but is no longer a vassal. So we must learn them that revolting against Egypt is not a good thing. So some more information about the history of this place, I guess you could say, is that in the beginning, from what I've understood, the Macedonians were very, you know, they wanted to sort of preserve their own culture. They were very, you know, all about being Greek, and that was very important. But as time progressed, the sort of the you know, Macedonian slash Greek rulers slowly started adopting more and more of the actual of the Egyptian culture. I'm pretty sure, yeah, they did after they quite quickly named themselves Pharaoh. They decided to use that title. I mean, so I guess when you look at people such as Cleopatra, I don't know. You can easily see that a lot of Egyptian culture has been sort of assimilated, if you want. So, anyways, I should just stop talking and start playing. Okay, so what shall we do? I think something I like to start with is see if we can figure out some diplomatic relations. See how we're doing. So it's, yeah, it seems like we already have some basic problems with certain factions. The Seleucids don't like us, which makes sense, as the Seleucids are one of the major successor kingdoms. I guess the major successor kingdoms would be like Egypt, Seleucid Empire, Macedonia itself, maybe Pontus, although I'm not sure of the exact status as the successor kingdom of Pontus. But that's the basic three big successor kingdoms. I know things are a lot more complicated than that, but that's the simple explanation. Okay, so to our south we have these guys, and they it's very I feel like this is going to be a slightly bit of a difficult decision. So we either have the choice to invade and try and conquer these peoples, or we can try and befriend them and try and create a befriend them and just hope that they don't attack me. I think in the short run I will try and make friends with them, simply because I only have 2 armies, and I don't think my economy can support another right now, especially since I have to increase the size of my 2 other armies in order to make them good enough for the task up ahead. So I'm going to be going ahead and try and establishing friendly relations with these people. So they have a total of -10. No, they have a total... Oh. Total of 3. Okay, that's good. So we might be able to get a trade agreement. Oh yes, look at that. Very nice. So let's try and do a non-aggression pact as well. Yes, that is a high. Can I make you a... I cannot ask them if I did like this and I ask... Can I make them a satrapy? No, I cannot. I'm not that strong yet. They're not willing to accept that. I guess I would have to grow a little bit bigger before they would accept something like that. But that's fine. Alliance, no, no, okay, never mind the whole alliance thing. Let's just keep it real, or let's just do a trade agreement and a non-aggression pact for now, and then we'll have to see how the political situation develops down here. So let's do that. So now our southern border should be decently safe. So here's an issue. We have the good old Seleucids over here, which are our enemies, and I will want to invade them at some point, but not right now. We're not at war with them. They do hate us a lot, but I do want to see if I can establish somewhat of a friendly relations with them.
For matters of state and a splendid
Can I do trade with them? It is possible. So let's try and ask them if they would accept such a thing.
Well, do not stand there mute as though with the tongue cut from your
Trade. They're not willing. If you offer them some money, I mean, it's not that I really want this trade thing. It's mainly just that I want something to maybe try and convince them to not attack me. That's the basic idea behind this. Because I feel like I have other areas to deal with before I want to go into Seleucid lands. So I don't know. I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see how that situation develops. But we have some other factions that we know about that I want to establish friendly relations with, such as these guys and these guys. So these guys hate us like a lot. So it's a very good chance that we might not be able to do anything with these guys.
Speak your words and be sure that I find
non-aggression. Only non-aggression? No, they're not interested in that. That's kind of sad, but that's just how things are, I guess. These guys then. You. Mr. Ma'in, or however you pronounce that. Non-aggression. Oh, moderate. Can we do trade with these guys? we cannot do trade, so we're not going to be asking for that. I guess that makes sense because we don't actually border them. So non-aggression pact with these people. They accepted that, good. So who else do I know about that I might want to get a non-aggression pact with? I really would like to get it with this, because my plans as they are right now would be to send the army I have here, march over and conquer Libya from the Cyrenaicans, and I also want to go down here and conquer these people. Of course, there is the option of simply, war target available. Yeah, sure, whatever. So of course there's the option to try and peacefully negotiate with these people and try and convince them that we are good people and they should love us. But I am going to go against that simply because I want to take control over the region of Nabatea. I want to rule it all so I can start enacting edicts and that kind of stuff. And that is where this army comes into play, because this is the army that is going to do that. So we have a spy over here. I'm going to do a little bit of a gamble. I'm going to sort of retreat from the border with the Seleucids, and I'm going to start moving my guys south, down to these lands, because that's sort of the main area I want to focus on. So I'm immediately going to take my forces and move them south to Petra, and then I will. Okay, so I can barely recruit anything here. That's an issue. I would have to build some military buildings here. But that's fine, I can do that. Expanding the cities that's not too bad, is it? So I'm going to be upgrading Petra, because I believe that's Jerusalem is quite vulnerable from attack from the north. So I will be expanding Petra, and we will be building a muster field just to get some basic units. I want to have something. I believe we can recruit a little bit better units over here. To be honest though, I could always just move my army over here and recruit via Egypt, but I think that's kind of semi-unpractical, so I'm not going to be doing that. Okay. Yeah, here we go. Here you can recruit some better units. Still no, like, hardcore awesome units. Mainly just sort of the Egyptian low-class kind of units. Very cheap, but that's just how things are, I guess. So we only have a muster field right here. So once we get this done, we can start building peltasts, which is good. And by doing this one, we can start building Galician swordmen. And here we go, Levithur, spears, and pikemen. So I want as quickly as possible. I want to upgrade this one. So I need to research training reforms. So let's just do this straight away before I forget. Of course, we have to do the voice of Horus first. So that's something.
My lord.
Okay, so I don't have any spies in this particular area, so I'm going to be moving my boats over there to try and scout out. I can't see any enemies in this specific area. I'm just going to have to go and just guess that there are none. I'm sure they have an army somewhere, I'm just not sure where exactly that army is.
What can I do for Egypt?
Egypt, what can I do? Yeah. So we have some money, so let's go in and spend that on recruiting a strong army. I'll take my guy though, and I'll move him to the border so he can be ready. So he can be ready for an attack on this place. Then I'll be recruiting some units. Shit, what do I have? I have spears and melee. I have very little, very few melee units. I do have some, very few missile units. I have some slingers, but I absolutely hate slingers. I think they are not good. I don't know. People are different. I don't like slingers. That's just how things are. So I think I'm going to be focusing on building myself some javelins. Get some of that. And some cavalry. Oh, let's actually do 2 cavalry and 1 javelin. It should be fine for now. I have it, like, my infantry is really bad and all that. But at least it's something. I mean, at least we have some melee infantry. So, yep. Still have some money, so how about we make sure we use them. Something I would like to do was I want to build a temple somewhere. Basically a culture conversion temple in order to improve public order. So I'm going to be doing that right here. I'm going to be expanding the city. I guess we can just expand Alexandria itself. Shit, I don't know. Should I maybe expand another city? Because I believe having a temple in one city gives effect to the entire region. That makes sense at least, because public order is shared between all the regions. So I would guess that that's the case, but I can't say for sure. So I'm just going to Just going to gamble upon that. Mais Hormos, Memphis. That's let's upgrade Memphis and build a temple here. Expand that and build a consecrated ground or whatever. We still have some money, so
Ready for battle.
can I guess I can recruit some more units over here because I want to conquer these places as quickly as possible. Well, I believe I do want to wait though, because this is gonna unlock so many more units. The units I can recruit right now are just so pathetic. Slingers and very basic infantry, and those are not really too interesting to me, so I'm just gonna wait on that. Save my money, try and upgrade some other places. For now, I think we're just gonna have to wait and try and save up some more money. So I think that's pretty much it for this turn, so how about we just end that? I believe. I don't think there's anything to deal with down here yet. I still haven't totally figured out this... I still haven't totally figured out how the character system and all this actually works. But, yeah, that's just how things are right now, I guess. You get some events now and then that have an effect. You get some... I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. I don't know if it has any effect other than just, you know, being there for giving you some fancy events now and then. Oh, yeah, that's right. We actually start out with an entirely controlled province, so we can do an edict. So I'm going to be doing the edict of bread and games. Oh, wow, we only get 4 plus public order. What? It used to be more, didn't it? Back when I played as Everest, it was 10. Now it's only... Ah, it's because I have increased the difficulty. I'm guessing that's why. Change. Yeah, difficulty level 8. Yeah, so public order seems to be harder to keep under control when you're having a higher difficulty level. I guess that's fair, especially when you're playing as Egypt. It's only fair that you have some public order issues. Now then, now we're done. So how would we end? So hopefully bread and games should slightly improve the public order in the area. Oh fuck, I forgot to try and establish more trade relations with Greek factions. The advisor specifically told me to do that. Oh well. I guess that's just how things are going to have to be then. Nova Carthago. It's so nice in the beginning of the game, the turns go so fast. Peace negotiated. Aksum and Mero. These two factions have set their side. That's nice for them. Are they... Where are these factions now anyways? Shite. Hagra. Nebatia and Aksum. Where's Aksum? Shit, I don't know. It's down here maybe. Yeah, here we go. These guys are no longer at war. Okay. Good for them. Or that's actually, yeah, good for them, but that might be bad for me, because a good way to make sure that your enemies don't fight you is basically making them weak, basically. Or when your enemies fight each other, it's always a lot easier for you to do your things, basically. Okay. Now the question is this army going to be enough to take down this city? I believe it is going to be enough if they don't gain any reinforcements, but I can't see right now what they have. So let's try and slowly march into their territories. So just try to get a little bit of an idea what they got. Can't see any units, so I'm going to go for a little bit of a gamble here.
Your orders, my lord.
I'm going to bring these guys in. Oh wow, look at that. That's not a very powerful garrison. Let's maintain the blockade. None shall pass. So here we go. How many turns? 3 turns. I think I'm just gonna assault this one. So I know this is not too much of a battle, but I want to get it. I want to do a battle. I mean, it's the first episode. You need to do some sort of a battle, right? Even though they are very weak, it's mainly just for fun, you know. It's mainly just for fun. Ooh, our armies have names. I forgot that. The Basque of Sobek. Shit, that's not good. We have to. Oh fuck! I know what I'm gonna name these guys. I know exactly what I'm gonna name them, or at least one of them. Please, the people who have watched the Epirus campaign knows what I'm going to be doing here. But for those who are new, welcome and all that. But yeah. So this is going to be interesting. So far, I have been playing pretty much purely when I've been playing in Total War Rome 2 so far. I've been playing with pretty much only using pike units and hoplite units, you know, spears and you know that kind of stuff. So I'm not familiar with. So I guess these guys are actually spears. Oh, these are pikemen! Ah.
my lord.
Well, fuck then. Here we go. I can just use my... Okay, never mind. I can just use my good old strategies. Pikes are probably my favorite units in this game. Yeah, they're pretty much my favorite units. Damn it. Damn you, English.
Await your orders.
So I'm just going to be doing the standard formation that I usually do. Ooh, we actually have some more pikemen as well. So let's go ahead and group them up.
Ready, Commander.
Like so. I know it's not specifically necessary to do all this because this is a very, very easy battle. But so this is basically my standard formation. I don't know if this is a particularly good formation, but this is basically how I like to do things. Having some skirmishers, preferably I like peltasts or archers. I don't like slingers, but usually I use peltasts because that's probably, so far at least, the missile unit that I have found to like the most. Here do our airboats come along, that's nice.
Our reinforcements have arrived.
Let's just quickly move them towards the port here. Oh, look at this. It's kind of fancy, like a boat garage or something, I don't know. Go there, something like that. Yeah, it seems like they're just landing their troops, so we should be fine. Yeah, let's just do an all-out assault on this place. Of course, we've got to make sure to be in pike formation. And let's just start marching through all this shit. Something like that. I don't care too much about the exact formation of these guys right now. I don't think it's that important. Cavalry, I guess there's no need for them deploying over there, so let's just move them over here. By the way, what culture are these light cavalry? Are they Greek or are they Egyptians? They look Greek to me, so I would be guessing that yeah, these are pretty much Greek. I guess it's difficult to say exactly what their ethnicity is, but sort of from a culture point of view, these guys are very obviously Greek or Macedonian. I don't know. I still haven't. I don't know what the correct thing to say is. So yeah, let's speed the game up, and in the meantime, let's talk about some other stuff. So, for I guess some more information about this campaign is, I guess I can just give you guys some basic information about the about how the okay, let's move over there and basically start shooting down these guys. So the settings I'm going with now is somewhere around high. That's basically the average setting I have. I think it works pretty well. I can play the game with pretty good frame rate, and it still looks pretty good. So for me I find that to be a pretty good balance, because my computer is not the best. It is decently good. It's not like bad or anything, but it's just like it's not like super hardcore parkour. Like I didn't like upgrade my computer or anything like that whenever this game came out, you know. Although my computer's not that old actually. It's, I don't know. People who are used to my channel kind of know, can get a general idea. You guys remember back when I first got this computer. So I can't see anything right now. Oh no. Was that unit? Ah, fuck, I don't know. Can I move over these things? Oh, wow, look at that. I can actually deploy up on here. That's pretty cool. Yeah, let's not do that right now, but, instead, let's just block off this place. No need to go. These guys, on the other hand, they can go up here. No, not these guys. Slingers. You can go up there. And I want these guys to just hang out in the back. That's the usual strategy I like to go with. I like to sort of the way I like to do things is that I like to
The men are wavering.
what? Oh fuck, okay, that escalated.
At your command, support ships.
Okay, that's not planned properly. These guys should be able to take them out. Shit, I should have used my range advantage here. Oh, come on, really now, boat? Well, your loss. You're not invited to these celebrations afterwards. Oh, here we go. Here's the enemy army. So it seems like they're mainly over here. So where are my slingers? Are they starting to move up now? I don't know. Oh crap. Egyptian infantry. Let's countercharge them. Let's get our cav in here as well. Sort of do a little bit of flanking. And my good old pikes can march around here. No, don't go in there, you stupid fucks. Something, yeah, whatever, just go over there. Oh crap, they just ran through my units, wow. Didn't I tell you to go up here? Seriously, pay attention when I talk to you. Get rid of the skirmisher mode. I rarely find that to be too valuable. Oh crap, here we go. Yeah, we should be able to just spam cavalry on these guys and they shouldn't be able to do too much about it. Okay, let's bring some of my cav over here to do a little bit of a flanking charge there. And these guys can just go up here, I guess. Yeah, you can run, that's fine. You don't need to go there. So I'm just totally surrounding these guys right now. They should break any moment. Yep, this seems to be going in my way. Egyptian infantry. Yep, there we go. They're dead. They're all dead. I believe anyway. Yep, these guys died as well. So yeah, easy victory. Kind of to be expected when the enemy has such a terrible garrison, but pff, I don't know. It's fair, I guess. You know, it's cool, it's cool. It's okay. So that worked out. Let's go and end the battle. So the decisive victory has been won. The first of many victories, I hope, anyways. Nice. I like it. I like how this is going. So, yeah. Yep, swords through the face. Usually an efficient way to kill someone. Okay, let's occupy this place, because I want to minimize the amount of... oh, we have an increase in rank. How about that? So yeah. What to get? Let's get some warrior, just to get some extra seal. Because I believe seal is kind of good. To be honest, I still haven't totally figured out what the best traits are, what you want to focus on. But I like the. I mean, having high seal in general seems to just in general increase the attack of your units, and you know, can never have enough attack. So yeah, that's seems like something you would want to have. Let's garrison our navy in there as well. Can we recruit any good navy? We can only recruit some very basic naval units, but that's fine. Let's get some of those. And let's sail them over to the capital area over here in Cyrene, or however you pronounce that. And quickly, before I end the episode, there's something I want to do. In the honor of my previous campaign as Empress, we will once again see the rise of the GreenFors. GreenFors. Because my channel is called my channel is GreenFors, and this is the GreenFors. Yes. Genius right here. Deal with it. Okay. So yeah, that's pretty much going to be it for this episode. So yeah. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Hope you're looking forward to the next episode. And until next time, bye.